Hello everyone, my name is Ali Irakoze and I'm a student at SNHU and I'm doing communication with a concentration in healthcare management. And on this presentation, I will be talking about ways to be effective healthcare manager. So within this presentation, I will be talking about, I will start by the introduction, where I will be explaining and defining what is manager, what is management doing, and also I will be talking about the five measure of function of management. Also, I will highlight the three management styles, which are directing, delegating, and discussing, and I will be concluding my presentation. So starting by introduction, healthcare managers are professionals who keep healthcare organization running efficiently. So healthcare management is described as supervising the capability of a healthcare corporation. So within that, the tasks of managers is to provide leadership and management and also boost development within the healthcare organization. So here, healthcare managers are appointed by making critical decisions related to recruitment, which it's mostly by human resourcing and development of professional acquisition of the area in the organization, and also service additions and discounts, and also allocation and spending the financial meanings, my financial resources. For the functions of management, there are five functions of management. The first one is planning. This function requires the manager to set a direction and determine what needs to be accomplished, and it means setting priorities and determining performance targets. So prioritization is one of the big component of the planning situation. You need to make sure which to start on, and this require also directing to point out who can be helping on this, and also require supervision. You need to be watching maybe employees, how do they do the task that you require them to do. So organizing, the second one, this is mostly by refers to the overall design of the organization or the specific division, unit, or service for which the manager is responsible for. So furthermore, it means designating, reporting, relationships, and international patterns of interactions. Also determining position of teamworks, assignment, and distribution of authorities as well when working together in a workplace as a team. And also, as a manager, you will be responsible of critical component of this function. So you will be there and be ready to provide every help and feedback to the employees as a manager. The third one is staffing. This inquire the preserving the human assets and also use strategies and procedure to reserve the team workers. So this function is acquiring and retaining the human resources. It also refers to developing and maintaining the workforce through various strategies and tactics. Also, the fourth one is directing or controlling. The focus in this function is on initiation action where within the organization through effective leadership, and also be able to provide some motivation within the workplace and communicate the communication with subordinates. The fifth one, which is the last one, is the decision making one. As a manager, this function is critical to all aforementioned management function and means making effective decision based on consideration of the benefit of the organization and the drawbacks of alternatives. Let's talk about the styles of management. Starting by directing. Directing style is when a mandate from above, like a manager, that describe what should be completed and how it need to be accomplished. Supervision is one wearing out the orders, especially when employees lack some work skills. They need easy, like near supervision and motion steps and controls essential to complete the task given. Within one style, 5 things are also put together, which is communication, goal setting, decision making, monitoring, and also rewards and recognition. So within the communication, manager speaks personal pay at where the in directing, manager speaks and the employees pay attention and listen to him and then understand what to do within the task they are given. So the importance here is the ability to talk clearly and concisely within the with the employees. So here comes the goal setting. As a manager, you need to establish short-term goals for specificity and time bounding to clear employees within expectation when directing some tasks. So here it means to go to set some goals and deadline. Often this motivate people to work within the timely manner. So it comes also the decision making. When is as a supervisor, you need to maximize. No, it's no longer the choice. So ready to solve issue, evaluating opinions, make decision, and direct employees to action taken. And there comes monitoring or giving feedback to employees. Managers establish control factors to display overall performance, set debrief to provide comments, and consist enhance performance. So there comes to reward when an employee is doing his job while directing him something. So it advised to just give them positive feedback or kind of reward, like award, great job, you done a great job. It's really recommended. The second style, which is discussing, here this style is appropriate while there are possibility to steer answers to questions together, such as what are the goals, what kind of feedback and controls are needed, etc. This involves in figuring out priorities and way execution plan increase the personal commitment to accomplish it. So within the 5 steps also, in a communication, two-way discussion is the norm. Give employees opportunity to speak their thought and ask questions. And listening is the job of the managers while on a discussion. So this help to proper query focused discussion and draws out people's idea. And also there comes the goal setting. After a good discussion, goals are mounted. So utilizing a participatory style increase also the personnel dedication to achieve their goals. Within the decision making in a discussing style, they are made by it's made by a collaboratively way. So both supervisors and employees get together to decide what problem, like to define the problem and get the solution together as a team, supervised of course by the manager. And the monitoring and giving feedback, here the supervisor and employees in discussion style display performance and speak what action want to be taken. So this works pleasant with whilst each parties are open and make adjustment as wanted. And also the reward and recognition part, here managers recognize people's once they contribute to their dialogue once an employee is giving up like a idea, so the manager is good to recognize that and reward correct question and construct the thought of others, and also they will be open to new ideas. The last style is delegating. Delegating style is appropriate while people are skilled and motivate to carry out the job. Experienced people don't need managers to tell them what to do. They need liberty to select how to get the work executed, whereas manager can get time to be responsible of other different like tasks like benchmark, etc. So here within the communication, so in communication, for anything that must be carried out, communication can be one way. It helps to review what has been performed and limitation preventing development even if employees are skilled. And also there comes the goal setting. As stated above, specific goals can be hooked up via managers of may also evolve after a discussion among manager and employee. And also here we need to avoid delegation on regularly be trust return to lack of knowledge of the desired output or deliverable. So in decision making, managers, they're the one who decide when how the task should be done and left to the employees, whereas they have power to take appropriate movement, attend, and they favor desire managers output to keep away from reverse delegation, where employees try to deliver lower back decision that have been making. So, and the monitoring or providing feedback, managers are the how decide how a great deal monitoring is necessary. So the amount of monitoring depends on tasks the employees is on charge of. So the last one is the recognition. Managers reward and apprehend those who reveal the capability to get the job done independently and take decision when it's necessary. So good feedback can help to motivate employees. So in conclusion, I think healthcare management function must be nicely carried out, and the manager's styles have to be properly decided on and relying at the competencies of personnel, and managers are important also in the healthcare settings. Thank you very much for your kind attention.